We're all set for the toss of match number 12 here at Sharjah for this 35th Ramadan T20 League 2024 powered by FanCode. I've got the gentlemen that matter the most. We're all set for the toss of match number 12 here at Sharjah.
The Royal Phoenix Clinic LLC presents 35th edition of the Sharjah Ramadan T20 League 2024, game number 12. And it's the second game of the double header tonight. Pacific Star Sports taking on Arqam. Well, promises to be another exciting contest. Let's head down straight along the sidelines where we've got Samir Yusuf with the three most important men of the match.
We're all set for the toss of match number 12 here at Sharjah for this 35th Ramadan T20 League 2024 powered by FanCode. I've got the gentlemen that matter the most, the skipper of Pacific Group, the skipper of Arqam CC, and of course our referee, Mr. Tehseen Javed. Hamdan Tahir with the coin in hand will flip it and Naqvi will make the call. Heads is the call by Jafar.
It is tails.
It is a tail. Hamdan, you won the toss. What is the plan?
We're looking to bat first since we already saw a match that they batted first and they won the game. So we're looking forward to bat first and score big runs against them and then restrict them.
Good to see your team full of well-known names coming back to the Sharjah Stadium. How excited are the boys to come back to this iconic venue and play a game?
Feels like home now. Everyone's back. We've got few changes today. The big man Wasim is back playing for us. Shahrukh Sheikh is there, Zuhaib is there, Ayan Khan is there. So there are a few changes in the team and this is the best combination we have. Rahul Chopra is here today. So let's see how it goes better if we win with a good note so that it's good for us in the future matches.
Well, you've seen the first match. You said you had a look at it. 160 was the score that was scored. Do you think that's a par score given the conditions?
What I noticed was the wicket was a bit slow, but then I feel like we can still go above 160. We can score much more than that, but let's see how it goes.
I wish you good luck. All the best.
Thank you.
Jafar, you lost the toss, but had you won it, what was the plan?
Well, we would have opted to bat first as well. I think that was our plan, but it's all right. So we're dealt the hand we are, and we're going to have to deal with it and contain them at a reasonable total. I think anything within that 160 mark would be chaseable.
You're playing against a star-studded side, lots of big names there. How's the preparation being coming into this game?
Look, we're here to play our game, right? It doesn't matter what stars or whatnot. It's the game, and we all love it, and we're going to try our best. We're going to do our best, and inshallah, things will come through.
You've seen the first game, had a close eye on it. They think that 160 was a par score, but you want to try and restrict them to in this encounter against them.
No, I think again around 160 I think is a score, and again they are a strong batting heavy side, so we don't want to be unrealistic and try and say 120. Within 160, I think if we're able to trap them and keep them within 160, I think we have the sort of batting power then hopefully inshallah to come back and chase that.
Well, wish you good luck. Go well.
Thank you so much.
That's the news from the centre here in Sharjah. Then Pacific Group, they've won the toss against Arqam CC and they are going to bat first.
Pacific Star Sports have won the toss and chose to bat. Let's quickly look at the playing 11 for both the teams. For Arqam Cricket Club, it's going to be led by Jafar Naqvi, the captain, followed by Ali Naqvi, Muhammad Tamim, Karan Menon, Saqib Hussain, Jagraj Singh, Kamran Imtiaz, Waqas Ali, Yahya donning the gloves, Hassan, Nasir and Tayyib Bilal. For Pacific Star Sports, it's the captain Muhammad Wasim, also the captain of UAE, followed by Jiju Janardhan, Muhammad Ahmed, Sagar Kalan, Hamdan Tahir donning the gloves, Maruf Merchant, Zuhaib Zubair, Ayan Afzal, Rahul Chopra, Shahrukh Sheikh, Sanchit Sharma. Pretty big names. And they have played for UAE recently, most of them. So you'll be seeing a lot of quality in terms of bowling and batting from Pacific Star Sports. Well, we are just few moments away from that first ball of the match. We'll be back shortly. bat first. It's match number 12 of this ongoing 35th edition of the Sharjah Ramadan T20 League 2024. Title sponsor Royal Phoenix Clinic, associate sponsor Tamar Al Madina Real Estate, support sponsor Pacific 7 Districts and Pacific Star Sports. They've got the two openers out there to the center. Jiju Janardhan would be the one taking strike, along with Hamdan Tahir on the other end. He's a very handy batter. It's now time to welcome my co-commentator Nadeem back in the comm box. Nadeem, Tayyib Bilal to start the proceedings for Arqam.
Thank you very much, Adnan, and good evening to all the viewers. Well, it's all set here. Plenty of big names, big stars representing the UAE national side as well will be in action shortly, as the Arqam CC will have really a litmus test of their skills against these big names. And it's always an opportunity. It's always the toughest of the competition which brings the best out of you. And Arqam CC should be really thrilled to pinch in their performances against the likes of Pacific Star Sports.
Well, absolutely right. No matter which opponent you're playing, you've got to give your best. That's what this game of cricket asks for. And it's a shorter format of the game as well, 20 over. So you've got work cut out. It's the first delivery of match number 12. Oh, that was uppish. Oh, opportunity and dropped off the very first delivery. You can't be dropping those. These are extremely good players. Jiju Janardhan saw a little bit of width on offer, went for it and should have been taken. The fielder missing it completely. Rehan on that occasion.
Well, you have dropped Jiju in the middle of a specific ocean. Who's going to rescue you? These are top players. Actions on the very first ball.
Well, drama of the very first delivery. Once again, with on offer, this has been crashed through the covers. A big chase for the fielder. A sliding effort, but will not stop them for coming back for 3. So first runs on board for Team Pacific, and Jiju Janardhan gets off the mark with those 3.
Well, first ball, the catch is dropped. The second ball has been put away for runs. And as long as Jiju will keep going, it is going to keep hurting Arqam CC, especially the man who dropped him, Rehan Noori.
Hamdan Tahir, the wicket-keeper batter for Pacific. You saw him at the toss as well. And he'll be looking to make a mark. Had a pretty decent outing, the previous one. They won their first game, Pacific. Will be looking to put the second win on the table. He's a very good batter. Plays on the merit of the ball and likes to be aggressive in the power play.
Nicely tucked away toward the leg side. And he will take a single off the mark, Hamdan Tahir.
He gets off the mark of the very first delivery he faces. Very watchful there. You've got to be on the mark, especially when you're playing such big sides. Can't afford to drop catches. You've already seen a drop catch on the very first delivery. And Jiju will be looking to cut loose here. Oh, another good delivery. Played uppish once again. So there's something in the surface. Certainly those 2 deliveries. A little bit stopping in the surface. Look at that once again. A check shot really. Almost carrying to the bowler.
Well, It is not going to be easy to play on the up through the line. That is the key here. And how difficult, Adnan, this is for these players, especially the batters, to adjust themselves onto this track. They play plenty of cricket all around UAE. They play in ICC ground where the ball comes. Well, this is played in the air. Fielder might come into play. And, well, not the best of the effort there. For a moment, I thought there is opportunity for the catch, but he has given it up.
Well, you can see that slowness in the wicket. Jiju threw with his shot very early. Once again created that opportunity, Tayyab, in his very first over. Second time, in fact, in this over. And the fielder not really going for that catch. I thought it had enough air in it to get underneath it. Waqas on that occasion, who's a very safe fielder, just then go for that chance.
Oh, once again, another opportunity got down. What's going on here? Arqam CC, you are kidding me. You are at your best. You have to be at your best, especially against the side of specific stars.
That should have been taken once again. In and out, going with those hard hands. Not the start really what Arqam wanted, but Pacific. They have survived 3 scares in the first over. 5 for no loss after 1.
Hassan Nasir is into the attack, right arm, medium fast. Well, what a eventual over we have got first up. 2 definite catches were dropped, and the third one as well was supposed to be taken, and it's all happening here.
Well, Hassan is going to share that new ball with Tayyab. Straight on the money. Jeju looking not in his best form at the moment. Playing it away from the body. And it's not that kind of a wicket that you can go through with the shot. You've got to play it late under your eyes. And that's how you need to play. Let the ball come onto the bat. Guided it perfectly and pierced the gap beautifully to pick up his first boundary of the match. And that should put a little bit of confidence in him, Jeju.
Well, it was pitched up and nicely played by Jeju at that occasion. It's not an easy shot, mind you. Look at that. Just crested away between the point and gully fielder for a 4.
Well, a freebie on that occasion to Jeju. Hassan should be looking to bowl in and around those good length areas. The line is fine. It's just the length that you need to bowl with. This is the better length. Very watchfully played there by Jeju. Picking up a single. Of the very next delivery, he scores a boundary.
Well, the more they will stay on the wicket, the more dangerous they will come out. They are quality players, and look at that. This shows the cloud just opening the face of the bat, getting a boundary. Hamdan Tahir just faced 2 balls. He is already off the mark. 10 on the board for the loss of none after 1.3 overs.
A pretty strange field to a bowler who's bringing the ball back into the left-hander. No one protecting the boundary towards that mid-wicket square leg, fine leg region. Everyone in the circle. Times that beautifully and over the infield for a boundary. What a good-looking stroke that was from Hamdan.
Well, Hamdan as well finding his grooves out there. Look at that. It was pitched up and nicely timed just above the fielder there. Confident looking shot.
Well, just timing the jump wrongly on that occasion. The fielder was slightly in, stopping that single. It was just about timing on that one. Shuffles across, plays it down the ground. This has a decent connection as well. It will trickle away for another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries for Hamdan. He seems to be the aggressor in this partnership.
Well, walking down the track, reminding us the great Matthew Hayden. And look at that. It's a safe shot. Getting to the pitch of the ball, just above the head of the umpire. Getting another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries for Hamdan Tahir.
Now he's got two fielders straight down the ground, long off and long on. The deep cover is coming in the circle. But again, he's got to be very watchful with his lines here. Anything on the pads will go for a boundary. 13 of this over so far. A slower delivery, played watchfully and smartly to pick up a single. And very well complemented there by Jiju as well. So single to end over number second. 14 of that one, 19 for no loss. Pretty good over the first half. Created 3 opportunities, 2 put down. Comes on to bowl his second over. Pretty decent start. He's got a long off and a long on in place. So you can expect it to be a fuller length deliveries. Targeted at that 4th stump channel.
Well, the secret of bowling on this track is to bowl slow. Pace of deliveries at a good length can really trouble any batter. And so far, Tayyab has done well.
Well, that was a hit-me delivery. Would consider him very lucky on that occasion, Tayyab. Nobody protecting the boundary on that side. Look at the drop catches. The first one of the very first delivery, that was Rehan. And this was the second opportunity. Not really went for it, Tayyab, on that occasion. Just backing away. And that was the third one, Hamdan Tahir, when he was on 1. So those drop catches already costing them 19 additional runs. And I'm sure it's going to cost them many more if they don't hold on to the next few chances. Well, a wayward delivery, easy pickings for Jiju. Just tucking it away towards that fine leg region, glancing it, in fact, to pick up another boundary.
Well, it was a bad delivery, and these are the players who will not ask for second invitation. 24 for none after 2.3 overs.
Not the right line to be bowling to the right-hander with your square leg and fine leg up. With on offer, and this is off the edge, but Jiju will take it any day. Wanted to hit that high and over the infield, could only manage to get outer half of the bat, and another boundary added to the total.
Well, although he got on top edge, not a convincing shot, but still safe shot, as there is no one there in the slips. Over there at deep third, another boundary. So Pacific Stars on a roll here.
Look at that, enough width to free up his arms. And they say when you go hard, you tend to go over the slip region Once again, a wayward delivery, drifting on the pads. Easy picking for Jiju. That's the third boundary for him in this over. 3 back-to-back boundaries for Jiju Janardhan.
Well, Tayyib is all over the place in this over. He bowled a superb first over, and now one down the leg side, hit for a 4, and the other one a width offer on the offside. Another boundary conceded, and once again bowling down the leg side. It's not only troubling Tayyib himself, but also it's very difficult for the captain to set a field for him.
A fuller delivery, pierced through the gap on the offside, and this will run away for another boundary. A big over once again, conceding 17 of that one. Tayyib, 3 overs done, 36 for no loss. Well, both the batters now getting a start. 25 of 11 for Jiju, 11 of 7 for Hamdan Tahir. And this is what good players do to you if you drop them. Jiju was dropped when he was on 0, and Hamdan was dropped when he was on just 1. So already it's that those drop catches costing them 35 runs.
Saqib Hussain, a right arm medium fast, left arm medium fast, beg your pardon, into the attack, and will bowling over the wicket against the left-hander batter Hamdan Tahir.
Well, long on and long off in place. With offered, this will just be a single. Hamdan Tahir would be kicking himself not to find a boundary on that occasion. There was plenty on offer, and straight away signaling to his partner that there's no swing on offer. I'll change in field for the right-hander. Long off coming in the circle. Mid-wicket is being pushed back. Long on in place. Can't afford to give any width to this champion batter Jiju. He's very strong on the offside as well.
Hussain to Jiju. Oh, good delivery. Just missed outside edge. Angling it away from the right-hander batter.
Missing on the inside edge on that occasion. Playing for that angle, Jiju. And probably it seemed in a bit. So good start there for Hussain. Saqib Hussain, he had a pretty decent outing the last one. But he's up against a different team, a different opponent who are on top of their games. Big appeal, pitching outside leg in my opinion, and probably going on to miss the leg stump.
Yeah, definitely. It was, as we have seen, as per the naked eye, it was pitched outside leg and can't be judged as like before. Just look at that. Definitely. Also might have missed the leg stump as well. But it's a decent pace, isn't it, to bowl on this particular surface?
Well, looking to create pace off the bat. Jiju can only find inside half of the bat, not really timing it well, but he'll pick up a single to rotate strike.
Now then, left arm bowler against the left-handed batter, Hamdan Tahir will be targeting the shorter boundary towards the leg side. Saqib needs to find his line. There is no one in the deep on the offside. And if you are going to bowl onto his body, he will like to go big.
And that's what he does, plays it wide off that long off fielder. That will be another boundary. Another good looking stroke from Hamdan Tahir. He's turning the heat on for Pacific. This over conceding 6. Look at that width on offer. He's timed that perfectly.
Well, it was uppish, but safe enough. There was no one there. And Hamdan gets another boundary.
Very well bowled there by Hussain. A pretty decent over as far as the game has gone. 4 overs done, 42 for no loss.
Well, it's 42 for none after 4 overs. And it's time for Jafar Naqvi to roll his arm, right arm medium fast. And will be up against Jiju. Cut away, but straight to the fielder at gully position. He does it well to stop that. A precious dot delivery. First up coming up for Jaffrey. And that is really a confidence booster if you have such fielding done on your bowling.
That was the boundary from Hamdan Tahir on the up. Looking to go big over the onside. And he's made a pretty decent connection and goes all the way for a maximum with the infield, with the field in the circle. Jiju will be clearing that pretty comfortably. A gentle medium. Not much pace on that one. Enough time for him to pick up the length and execute that shot perfectly.
Well, easy picking. Juju, lot of time he has got to play that shot. Jafar is not that quick enough. And look at that. Oh, this is in the air. Wicket keeper coming under it. And he takes a very good catch. And Jafar almost confused him as he also wanted to tag that. But it was always wicket-keeper's call. Wow, Jiju will have to walk back.
Well, that was an effort delivery from the captain. And the right call in the end. Basit, the wicket-keeper, getting underneath it, takes it comfortably. First wicket down for Pacific. And it's the captain who strikes for the first time in the match tonight. 32 from him of 17 deliveries. Though he got a couple of lives in that. 48 for 1. Aggressive batter. He'll be looking to go big as well. With on offer. And that's bread and butter for him. Good fielding, and look at that. Wanting the second desperately. Turned down rightly by Hamdan Tahir. That could have been a wicket. So single taken. He's off the mark of the very first delivery he faces.
Sagar Kalan, there was no way twos over there, but he was very risky. Good call by Hamdan, send him back. Well, Jafar Naqvi out of nowhere, he has produced a beauty after getting hit for a 6. The next delivery was little quick, and he got the wicket of Jiju. Oh, it's a full toss, slow delivery, and it is just a single.
You're missing out on that one. Probably the off pace deceiving him on that occasion. Look at that effort ball from Captain Naqvi. A pretty straightforward take for Basit. No drama on that one. Jafar Naqvi picking up his first wicket. Previous over went for just 6, and this over as well. This is going for 8 runs. You've got to be very watchful with your lines here. Any width outside off stump, Sagar will be very quick to pounce on that one. Who played it watchfully. A single to end over number 5. A very successful one for Team Arqam. And they picked up the wicket of Jiju. 5 overs done, 51 for 1.
Well, Saqib Hussain will continue to bowl his second over from Bukhatir end, and well, once again drifting the ball away from the right-hander batter. Sagar Kalan, his intentions are very clear. He wants to get some quick runs for his team.
Well, plenty of batters in the dugout. They have this liberty to go big. They'll be targeting somewhere around 200 plus here. What a good stroke that is. Not great fielding on that one, and Sagar will pick up his first boundary of the match through the covers.
Well, look at that. It should have been stopped, but the misfielding over there cost him a boundary. Fielding have been very ordinary. In fact, there was a half chance over there, and the fielder Jafar was trying to grab that opportunity, but missed it completely.
He's a pretty handy fielder. Fuller delivery crashed, and good work by the mid-off fielder to keep it to just a single.
Well, the ball is not coming as quick as they are expecting, the batter, especially after getting pitched, after getting bounced. It gets slowed down, and that's where the batters are struggling to time the ball. They are every now and then playing an upper shot, and that can be very risky.
Right then, change in field, long off and long on pushed back. All the men in the circle on the off and leg side towards the square, protecting the square boundary. Look at that. Inside edge is probably that has saved him. Rushing through for that single, and he'll make it comfortably. That was a very good delivery. Would have had him if there was no bat involved. So a single taken. But a good delivery there from Hussain, asking the batter to go across the line. And that opportunity was there. Probably mixed. Got in two minds on that occasion.
Well, he is bowling with his limitation. He is not express, but he is bowling at a good line and length so far in this over. And look at that once again. But this time, well, it is very skillful. The batter, ball will just stop it. Well, what he has done there, not sure, but I think...
Well, not great running. is all I can say. Whatever the fielder did there is fine, but not great running. That should have been easy 3. Sagar Kalan looking to go big off the last delivery, wants to retain the strike. 59 so far in the 5.5 overs bowled.
Oh, has taken an edge, and this will cross the boundary line for a 4. It's all happening here. Although the batters are struggling to time the ball, but they are still able to get those boundaries coming for them. The score moves on to 63 for the loss of 1 after the end of power play.
The only wicket to fall in this innings. Clipped away towards that deep square leg region, running the first one hard, and they'll complete the second one pretty comfortably. Hamdan Tahir is a very good runner between the wickets.
Well, they are going along nicely. 10.5 per over. Jaffer, the successful bowler, he has got a wicket. Got the wicket of Jiju. And bowling to Hamdan Tahir. Well, on to the pads, and I think Hamdan Tahir has just missed the opportunity. A single conceded in the form of leg byes.
Well, idea pretty clear from the captain. He wants to make use of that long boundary on the leg side to the left-hander. He's got to be very watchful. Any width towards that side with the fine leg in the circle, that will go away for another boundary. So good start for Pacific in the power play, getting 63 runs. Look at that, under the bat. This has been creamed over cover. This is bread and butter for Sagar Kalan. You can't be bowling him there.
Well, a real loose delivery coming up from Jaffer, and the kind of form in which Sagar Kalan is not going to spare that. Just one bounce over the rope. Easy picking for him.
Well, enough in the surface to be bowling good length channels. Not the right sort of length to be bowling under the bat, not allowing the surface to do anything. We've already seen there's enough evidence that it is stopping in the surface, but you've got to bowl in the right areas.
Well, it is played in the air just above the fielder there at extra cover position. Another couple of runs will get added to the score. And well, the kind of surface which Adnan you have just mentioned, you got to be pushing the batter to come onto the front foot. Let them play on the up.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at that once again in the channel. On that occasion, pulled the length slightly back, and Sagar just wants to make use of the pace from Naqvi. Turns down that single. It's Rehan once again back on field. He's the 12th man tonight.
Well, he has done well at that occasion. Oh, good delivery considering the surface. Pace not offered, and what batter can do, it is only will take a single and will rotate, keep the strike. 73 for 1 after 7.
crashed, got to the fielder so quickly. And there's a change in the voices here in the comm box. It's going to be Samir Yunus to take you through the next passage of play, replacing Nadeem.
Big start this, as was expected from Pacific Group. They are a star-studded side and they're living up to their reputation. Hamdan and Sagar now, big partnership after the fall of Jiju Janardhanan. This is hit high. The fielder is coming down. Oh, he's got to it, but just couldn't hold on. Abdullah there from long off. And as a result, Hamdan has been able to cross over for a couple of runs. They've dropped too many catches here. Arqam, things would have been much different had they held on to them.
Well, Hamdan was dropped on 1 and now on 20. So you can straight away calculate that 21 additional runs conceded. Janardhan went on to make 36. He was dropped on 0. So add 36 to that misery. 57 runs conceded just because of those 2 drop catches.
Yeah, and they're only going to keep adding to that as Hamdan collects 2 more runs. This time, in fact, for Sagar, who was at the non-strikers. And Hamdan it is to get those 2 runs, the left-hander. Yeah, lots of big hitters on this side. They're already going at more than 10 runs per over. Some big names to come after this as well. They'll have to be very, very disciplined here, Arqam CC. Otherwise, they'll be looking at a long night here.
Absolutely. Plenty of quality batters up their sleeve. A good delivery on that occasion from Saqib. And very watchfully played. But they will be targeting something above 200, 210, 220. With the start that they have got.
Yeah, you look at the surface and you think 160, 170 should be a par score. We saw that in the first game, but just the names that you see in that Pacific Star Sports team, you easily get that above 200. And I like the approach from Arqam CC here. I like the attitude that they bring into the game. I was speaking to Jafar at the toss and he said, look, they can be a star-studded side, but we are here to compete and play. And I think that's a good starting place going into a game, having that confidence and not being rattled by who's in the opposition.
Yeah, that's a good mindset to be going in any game for that matter. Look at that. Simple work for Sagar. Don't require too much risk on that occasion. Just a single to end over number 8. Pacific are going along nicely. 80 for 1.
Ali being introduced into the attack, and he's been straight away taken to the boundary by Sagar Kalan, who's played a very agricultural stroke, but he'll get a good result out of it.
Well, you talk about matchups, but you don't talk about the right bowler to be introduced from the right end. Off spinner introduced from a short end on the leg side, and Sagar will be going big in this over.
He's played a very old school hoik on the leg side. But we've seen him play some fantastic shots, very technically correct when he plays those beautiful drives on the offside. But this is the kind of the pitch that requires you to be a bit out of the textbook in the way you go about things. This is down the ground. Forget about stopping that one. Bounce into the fence.
Well, you can't contain those shots at all. This is just class from Sagar Kalan. Hits it as straight as an arrow, and the safest part of the field as well. Picks up another boundary, 10 of the first 3.
Yeah, umpire Akbar Ali there. He's seen these boys quite a bit. The Pacific Group boys, as an international umpire, he officiates quite a few UAE games as well, so he knows a thing or two about how they go about things. He must be hoping that they can convert this form into the international arena as well. Yeah, Sagar is on 30 of 16 now. Oh, a bit of turn there. Hamdan wants a quick one, but why risk it when you can hit the ball so cleanly?
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen enough evidence that there's enough in the surface for the spinners, but they've just got to bowl in the right place. Pulling the length back slightly. This is pitched up. This will go the distance. This is what Sagar wants. You pitch him up there and he'll make use of that small boundary on the leg side.
Well, Waqas Ali going too full to a batter who likes to go down the ground. And this is the result that you'll get. High, handsome, and onto the side screen. Second maximum. This is too far outside off. Umpire is thinking about a wide, but he'll let that one go. The misery ends for Waqas Ali. 9 overs done. It's 94 for 1. Well, they have not taken too much time getting to those 30s. The first one coming in 17, the second one coming in 19 balls, and the third one again coming in just 17. Thanks largely to that last over in which 14 runs were taken by Sagar Kalan. Another change now. Muhammad Tamim introduced into the attack. This was the last ball. In fact, the penultimate ball of the last over. Oh, a big wide by Muhammad Tamim. Here's another look. Sagar Kalan's maximum of the penultimate ball of the last over. Went a long distance there. Once again, left arm spin into the, in fact, it's a right arm spin of Tamim. Coming round the wicket. Pulled away by Hamdan. One bounce into the fence to the right of the fielder on that occasion. So wide to start off, and then a half tracker from Muhammad Tamim. Hamdan pulls that one quite nicely to the shorter boundary onto his leg side. Rocks back to the back foot very quickly and hit it far enough from the fielder for it to go for a boundary. 99 on the board now. Very quickly. Under 10 overs. They're having a torrid time out there, Arqam CC. Up against a very strong Pacific Group side. The run rate at just under 11 runs per over. If they keep going like this, and chances are they will keep going like this because they've got a strong batting lineup, will easily post excess of 200. Now round the wicket. Now over the wicket. Tamim to the left-handed Hamdan Tahir. On the offside where he pulls it towards the leg side straight to long on. Will be a single as Sagar Kalan will now take strike. Very quickly, Sagar has moved on to 36 of 19 after fall of that wicket of Jiju Janardhanan. They haven't taken too much time to get to the 3-figure mark. The 100 is up for Pacific Star Sports. Off the back foot, we'll just defend it back straight to the bowler.
Just trying to understand what Tamim does. I'm very watchful on that first delivery from Tamim. Shot, crashed, and almost gone the distance on that occasion. That was flat and hard from Sagar Kalan. Moves on to 40 with that boundary.
Yeah, flat is the word I was looking for. It wasn't all that short, but he went onto the back foot very quickly. In fact, no, it was off the front foot. Look at how hard he's hit that. One bounce into the fence. No chance for the fielder to cut that one off. Tamim has given away 10 runs now in just 4 deliveries. He's got 2 more to go. 104 on the board now. This is outside the off stump. Cut away very nicely. The fielder should come around. He'll take a couple of runs here, Sagar Kalan.
Well, he's just bowling too short for my liking. And on that occasion, trying to overcompensate in terms of line. And look at that. Gave it all, Sagar Kalan. It's a pretty long boundary on the leg side. Almost cleared it.
This time simply nudging it off his back foot towards long on, maintaining that run rate of almost 11 runs per over. 13 off this Muhammad Tamim's first over. At the halfway stage, Pacific Star Sports in a dominant position, 107 for 1. Well, the spin will continue here in the form of Jagaraj Singh. As Sagar Kalan and Hamdan Tahir now, partnership of 59 between them. They look to add on to this total. Loops the ball. We'll see how they go about playing him. Sagar Kalan on strike. And the first ball is picked up a top edge. It's going behind the keeper. The chase is on. Crossover for a couple of runs.
Yeah, Jagraj, the new bowler, likes to deceive the batter in flight. He's got to be very consistent with his length. Can't afford to be drifting onto the stumps. Might play in the hands of the batter, Sagar Kalan, who's looking really good out there in the centre. 45 for him of 24.
Down the track, hammered over mid-wicket. This has gone into the distance, out of the grounds. Don't bother picking that ball up because you're not going to get it back. Maximum from Sagar Kalan. That brings up the half century for him.
Well, that's the biggest of the night. Look at that. Not really onto the pitch of that delivery, but that spin playing in his favour. And he went through that shot. What a big follow through. And what a strike that was. That would have cleared the biggest ground of cricket as well.
And the point you made, the follow through, that's what helped it go such a long way. The way he finished that shot, the big swing of the bat, they didn't really check it, but have a look. Yeah, the bat going all the way behind his shoulder, meaning that it really finished the shot, and that's what helped it go all the way. The biggest six of the evening for sure. Sagar Kalan gets to his 50 in just 25 balls. Serious hitting this.
Adjusting his length on that occasion. Once again, off the middle of the bat. Another boundary. The fielder didn't have much time to react.
Well, Paji is offering him half trackers here. Jagraj Singh can't bowl like this to someone of the quality of Sagar Kalan. He probably expected him to come down the track again, and that's why I pulled the length back, but he's stayed on his front foot and pulled it away. 55 of 26. This one's swept away from outside off stump, but this time it will be straight to the fielder. Will only be a single.
Well, that was a pretty good shot as well. Straight to the fielder. I think a few meters away, and that would have been another boundary. Jagraj Singh, you can't be bowling with flight, especially with a smaller boundary on the leg side. Went for plenty already in his first 4. And he's up against Hamdan Tahir.
Yeah, he's looked solid, Hamdan Tahir, very technically sound. This is lofted over, extra cover. How far has it gone? Far enough. Hits the fan court board. And another maximum in this over, this time off the bat of the stylish left-hander, Hamdan Tahir.
Well, it can't get anything better than that for a left-hander. Pissed up and maintaining that pose for the photographers to take notice. What a good strike this is from Hamdan. Moves on to 36 with that maximum of just 21 deliveries.
Bit of turn there. Hamdan will be happy to just push that towards long off. 20 runs off this Jagraj Singh over. At the end of 11, 127 for 1, Pacific Star Sports.
Good partnership. This is certainly laying that platform, and it allows all the batters coming next to go hard from ball number 1 itself.
Yeah, they've certainly laid a big enough foundation. Anything they get from here on, they have to get to that 230 mark at least, the way they've batted.
They're looking good to breach that top score of 214, which was set earlier by Royal Phoenix Clinic.
Another strong side, aren't they? Pulled away by Hamdan. Straight to the fielder. He had to really drag that from outside off stump, and that's why he couldn't really get any power on that. But Sagar Kalan will now take strike, and he'll prefer facing the off spinner because the ball is coming into his arc. And despite that long boundary, he'll fancy himself to go after the spinner.
Hitting it through the cover region, picks up another boundary. This is just bread and butter for Sagar Kalan. He's looking good, all set for a big one here. 60 of just 28 now.
Well, it's too slow and too ordinary from Tamim. Look at the amount of time he has, Sagar Kalan. He waited and he waited, and he almost had too much time to decide where he wants to go with that, and he chose the right option through the covers for a boundary.
Once again, with on offer, mistimes this one slightly, straight to the fielder. There was an opportunity once again to go through that cover region. Missing on that opportunity, Sagar Kalan.
Well, he's got protection on the leg side. Might as well try and bowl straight. Challenge the batter to try and beat those fielders. This one's far down the leg side. He's managed to get some bat onto that one, and they'll cross over for a couple of runs here. Jagraj Singh, the fielder, unable to keep it to just 1 run. Sagar Kalan will remain on strike. 62 of 30. This is some seriously good hitting here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
Plenty of gap on the leg side as well. Won't be surprised if he goes towards that mid-wicket area. Oh. Pitching outside leg. It's missed out on that opportunity once again. Threw the shot a little early.
Yeah, and it stayed low. That's probably why he couldn't really pull it the way he wanted to. Look at that. Yeah, it never really got to him. It took forever to get to him. And yeah, you're right, pitching outside leg. So he's never going to get that one, Muhammad Tamim. Last ball of the over. Can he finish without further damage? Yeah, I think he's tired of it now, Sagar Kalan. Too much time, not working in his favour. As there's another couple of runs added to his tally and to the total. Now the expensive over from Tamim, 136 for 1 after 12. Another change in the bowling here. Karan Menon being introduced. He's had enough with spin now, Jafar. Wants to go back to his seam options. Right arm medium fast for Arqam CC. He'll have to now try and somehow break this partnership, put a lid on the scoring. Round the wicket to Hamdan Tahir. Push towards covers. Will get a single. And he's been keen on doing that, Hamdan. He doesn't want to really farm the strike and try and play those big shots. Yes, when it was there to be hit, he's gone after it, but he's been happy to just provide the single and get off strike.
You can happily do so. You've got your partner scoring at more than 200 strike rate from the other end. That's the right idea, in my opinion. Trying to bring him on strike to face as many deliveries as possible.
Too far down the leg side. He's looked to sweep that around. It will be called a wide. We'll have to re-bowl that. I've been a big advocate of the fact that even in a T20 batting lineup, you've got to have one batter in your top 3 or 4 who's allowed to go at a strike rate of 100 or 110. Given that he can bat the 20 overs, then the rest of the batters can come and bat around him. Oh, full toss, hammered away. How far has this gone? Outside the stadium again. And they're checking if that will be a no ball as well. I think he's got away with that one.
Yeah, look at that. Easy pickings for Sagar Kalan. With the short boundary, he'll chances every single delivery if you're going to bowl there. Picks up a maximum of the second delivery itself. Another big over.
Yeah, forget about short boundary. I think that would have been a 6 anywhere in the world. It went out of the grounds. Huge from Sagar Kalan. And why not, if you offered a full toss like this, send it to space.
Well, another big over in progress. Maximum of the second delivery itself, and with the short boundary, I don't think Sagar Kalan will stop here. 33 deliveries for 70.
This time through the offside, very well driven. Straight to the fielder though, will only be a single. They're thinking about a second for the throw, but Hamdan says no need, mate. We've got enough runs on the board. Let's not give away a run out here. 145 in just 12.5 overs. This is going to be a long, long night for Arqam CC.
A good toss to win for Pacific. Good time to get some sighter for their batters. And how well have they pounced on that opportunity. Looking to go big through the covers. That's a pretty decent connection as well. Another boundary. 13 of the first 4.
Well, Hamdan has looked so good playing those uppish drives, especially using his feet, getting to the pitch of the ball. Look at that. Stylish, classy, typical left-hander's elegance. Nicely done. I was just talking to him at the toss, and I really liked what he said, because a lot of these cricketers, well-established ones especially, at the topmost level, they all started their cricket here in Sharjah Stadium at some point, and he said it's like coming back home after playing in all these big tournaments and even in the national side for some of them. It's good to see them remembering those beginnings. This has been nudged towards the leg side with soft hands. They will cross over for a couple very easily here.
Well, smart batting. They've done what was required in the over, got 13 of the first 4, and just flicks it to pick up another couple of runs. Smart cricket, risk-free cricket. And Hamdan is nearing that 50 mark as well.
Yeah, good understanding between these two as well. That partnership 103 now. Driven very graciously once again. I think about a second. We'll keep it to just a single. End of the 13th. 152 for 1 Pacific Star Sports. $152 for 1 Pacific Star Sports, going along very nicely. 7 overs left in this innings, and there will be a small change here in the com box as Muhammad Wasim now takes over. Over to you, sir.
Well, thank you very much, Samir. Pleasure to be here in the com box of iconic Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. Pacific Star Sports going along nicely, 153 for 1 after 13.1 overs, and I'm also being joined by the man known all over the world and particularly here in UAE, Mr. Sagar Hussain. Thank you very much, sir.
Sagar Khan, thanks, Nadeem. Good to be here in the com box, and nice to see some good matches going on. The 35th Sharjah Ramadan League started a bit later than the normal schedule, but I thought, we were busy, in fact, with the Afghanistan-Ireland series and the Celebrity Cricket League. For that reason, we had to just start a bit later, but everything is under control, and now all the matches are moving smoothly with some new teams coming up, and also the old hands, the old teams, the past teams rather, are again back, and good to see a lot of interest cropping up in UAE.
Yeah, indeed, a lot of interest, and it is incredible story that this is 35th Sharjah Ramadan T20 League on a trot here. And what's specific this 35th Sharjah Ramadan League, especially at this particular time?
Mind you, Nadeem, we never had the lights, proper lights when we started the first Ramadan Cup. It was all temporary arranged, poles and those metal halide lights which used to really stick in your eyes. And that's how it all started way back in 1989. And from then on, it's on the trot, as you rightly said. And here we are, the 35th year going on of the Ramadan League. And what a pleasure to see so many good cricketers come through and have played for the UAE finally. And there's a lot of opportunities for these youngsters to come and play here and then migrate or qualify to play for UAE.
Yeah, definitely. Well, head back. Should be a single. Well, Pacific Star Sports is playing today, and the captain of UAE national side, Muhammad Wasim, as well, sitting in the dugout. And I will be coming to do the batting very soon. Maybe a loss of wicket will provide him the opportunity. Well, sir, these kind of players they are playing, they have come in UAE as expats, and then they got opportunity to play, especially in this iconic international stadium. And then They put their name, they announce themselves, they perform well, and now they are leading the national side. And also they are able to, they have played well in the recent ILT, and Wasim was standing at number 2 as far as highest runs getters are concerned. 185 he scored with an average of 65. I think hats off to Sharjah cricket and hats off to all the UAE domestic circuit cricket which is being happening here.
Well, Nadeem, Sharjah has been pioneer in supporting the development of cricket in this part of the world. And mind you, when we even played the first 1994 World Cup qualifiers in Kenya, we had wonderful players then too, you know, who had qualified and who had represented, and then they went on to play the 1995-96 World Cup, and so also in 2015, 2014, 2015. So the crop which has come through, or which we have seen some wonderful cricketers all these years, who played well, who scored a lot of runs, and then qualified to represent the UAE. So it's a wonderful progression now that we see a lot of youngsters coming through who are homegrown, like Ayan Khan and so many others youngsters. So which is good for cricket, I think.
Absolutely. Youngsters are getting the opportunity to shine at big stage like this, and we just seen a series got finished, an international series, and now UAE domestic circuit cricket is back. And what about, we have seen there are some new modifications. Sharjah cricket ground has been upgraded, new floodlights.
Well, I think it's a luxury for these youngsters and the players, domestic cricketers, and so also international cricketers. I think we have got the high quality LED setup here with 2600 lux, and which is a beauty to play on under such wonderful lights. And I'm sure with the infrastructure development done and headed by Mr. Khalab Bukhatir, that people are talking about what Sharjah is all about again, you know, and then the new wickets have been laid. There's a lot of runs coming through, which also, helps us to provide an international stadium where people would like to come. Right, recently we hosted Afghanistan against Ireland series, where Afghanistan won the ODIs as well as the T20 series. So this is how we would like to support international cricket. And mind you, Afghanistan has been our their home venue for Sharjah when Mr. Bukhadir gave this stadium for them to come and practice here and develop themselves here. And from that time, in 2010-11, the growth of Afghanistan cricket is evident around the world.
Well, that is incredible, seriously. Providing an international team opportunity to host this venue, and then how well they have announced themselves winning the series against Ireland. Well, meanwhile, Sagar Kalan, what a quality player he is, moved on to 87 very quickly on 42 balls. Also, we have seen some new seats arrangement over here, and also we got a new stand in the name of the legend, the greatest of the game, Sachin Tendulkar.
That's right. You know, Sachin has been one of the icon players of Sharjah, and then we also plan to have other icon players named after the stands, and hopefully right now we are sitting on 249 ODIs, as you see. Just one more to go to reach another milestone for Sharjah, which is 250 ODIs. And then once we reach then we'll be having definitely a special event where we will be naming another stand by a name of another legend in the Asian history.
Well, that's incredible. Sharjah, always, it's a name of a history. This is the first ever ground in the whole Arabia, and home of cricket here in UAE indeed. Plenty of memories you are carrying all the way from 70s and 80s. Can I ask one question? If you pick the greatest of the 5 players who have played here in this venue, who you will name?
You know, two of the very iconic players, I would say, one was Javed Miandad in 1985-86, and then Sachin Tendulkar, who played that brilliant innings against Australia, back-to-back hundreds. And of course, we had Imran Khan, 6 for 14 here, and Aqib Javed, and so also, you know, the brilliance of other Asian cricketers from Sri Lanka, and so also West Indies. Once Brian Lara played a brilliant knock of 100 odd runs for West Indies. So these are the innings which cannot be just forgotten, and it should always be written in the history of Sharjah.
So we know that Sachin Tendulkar, a remarkable player indeed, and he was our favorite in our childhood. He has got the stain to his name, and I know you will be keeping it secret, but do we expect the great Javed Miandar also will be awarded with a stain to his name?
Well, we'll just wait and see how things go, and inshallah, you know, definitely he's always been a heartthrob of Sharjah after his 6 against India. I think the whole of Pakistan has revered him as one of the greatest batting legend, and I'm sure when time comes, he'll be there.
Well, we can't forget about the 6 that he has hit to Chetan Sharma on the last ball, and that is the first time, I think, in the memory of all of us, right over there on the deep mid wicket. What a shot it was. And that's where I think, you know, the 6s started getting hit on the last ball. I think the trend started there.
Well, this was the beginning of, you know, that excitement which Javed brought in. And it looked as though in that match it was a, you know, easy win for India. But then the way Javed stood there and, you know, he held on till the last over. And then he was, you know, looking so good, taking singles and doubles without any panic. That shows what sort of a caliber he had in his heydays. What a brilliant player.
Well, a tremendous fighter and a very smart cricketer and a very clever. A well calculated inning it was, and really hats off to him.
Definitely, I think that would be always be part of the history of Sharjah. And then it's always good to see such legends performing well here, and we always, the management of Sharjah cricket are always grateful to them for their association with Sharjah cricket, and also we respect them for what they have performed here.
Well, another very important aspect, technically speaking, that these players, these youngsters, you know, they are getting a lot of exposure. Now, this particular track, it has a little grip on it. I mean, the ball is not coming as per the expectations. So they are being tested with their footwork, with their technical skills, and you have to be at your best to play on this track. While definitely we have got other surfaces as well in the same venue here, which are, you know, like lightning fast. So that is the another, what we say, that it's a dynamic, you know, opportunities which Sharjah provide to the players.
Well, you see, this is an opportunity for every one of them to understand how to read wickets, how to, I mean, you can't just go and go after the bowlers, but you know, you have to adjust first as to what is how the wicket is behaving, how the ball is coming onto the bat, whether it is, you know, after pitching, is it slowing down. A good cricketer always understands these things. And right now, if I see that even these cricketers, they've already put on, you know, a good score. It's 182 for 1. And with a lot of batsmen sitting out there for the Pacific. And I think one is nearly reaching his 100 now. He's batting on 87.
Yeah, definitely. And talking about this ongoing tournament, 35th Sharjah Ramadan League 2024, powered by FanCode, and it is presented by Royal Phoenix Clinic. So what you are going to say about the sponsorship, which always play a fueling character in organizing any kind of tournament?
Well, I think it's good to see the sponsors back into action after a lull we had with the COVID and other things which went through. And Adil Mirza, who's part of the Royal Phoenix LLC, he has himself played here, and he was part of our academy as a youngster. And then he loves his cricket. He had, you know, been running cricket here for long, and he just had a lull for a year or two, and now that he is back again, and it's good to see such sponsors to support cricket. And I'm sure, his contribution to cricket will go a long way in the development. In fact, he has ensured a lot of boys come out of his club and went on to play the national team, which is a big achievement for Adil, I think. This one is heaved away, up in the air, fielder coming underneath. That's a boundary. Just fell short of the fielder.
Well, talking about the sponsorship, really hats off and a big thank to Adil Mirza, the owner of Royal Phoenix Clinic, providing the sponsorship, and he has also put his team, the team Royal Phoenix Clinic as well, playing with plenty of star-studded team. And also would like to thank the other sponsors like Tamer Al Madina Real Estate and also the 7 districts.
Well, it's good to see, Adil is a very passionate boy as far as his cricket is concerned. This is not the first time. I think he's always been supporting Sharjah Cricket Council. And then good to see new teams like 7 districts and all also coming forward. And Nadeem, what I found was that good to see the old clubs getting back into the groove of playing again, like Fly Emirates. They started way back in early 90s as a team from Emirates Airlines. And I remember their CEO, Sir Maurice Flanagan, he was instrumental in supporting his cricket team when the Emirates Airlines started way back in 1989. And then our top cricketers like Khurram Khan, who's been our captain earlier for the UAE team, and he was part of the Emirates Airlines, Amjad Javed, Kashif Khan, then quite a lot of boys who have been part of the Fly Emirates has done well to represent, and then recently I think Krishna Karate is there. And there are so many others which I may be forgetting their names, but they were brilliant players who represented Fly Emirates and then went on to play for UAE.
Yeah, indeed, really, it's a long journey, a very romantic journey of Fly Emirates alongside Sharjah Cricket, and they have won a thriller, the game which was played previous to this game. They won the game just by 2 runs, and that was incredible. Good to see them back on the field.
Certainly.
Since when? भैया थोड़ा check किया करो ना please. Check and tell us. I'm throwing question to him and he is answering. So if you guys are not listening down there, you should call us. We have this thing, right? I was not just talking alone, right? I was asking some question. So you can understand, no, I'm asking, sir, so tell us more about the sponsorship. So obviously, if somebody else is not responding, it means there is an issue. So you should tell us, right? Now we have to redo everything what we have done. Well, 193 after 17 overs for the loss of 1 wicket, and the way Hamdan Tahir and Sagar Kalan are going, they are definitely targeting a huge target which they are going to give to opponent team. Well, I have got a very valuable person, the person known all over here in UAE, not only in UAE, in fact, all the international stars knows him very well. It's Mr. Mazhar Khan with me. Sir, thank you very much for your presence here in the comm box, and it's a privilege for me. And we will definitely like to chat about the incredible journey of this Sharjah Ramadan League. This is 35th league going on, and indeed the sponsorship which we have, and indeed all the renovation which Sharjah has done recently. So your comments will be very valuable.
Thank you, Nadeem. It's a pleasure to always be here with you all. It's been a good shot, brilliantly hit, a good save, very well fielded. And Hamdan moves on to 65 now, as the score moves on to 198 for 1. Sagar is batting on 96. Well, going back to the initial days of Sharjah Ramadan Cup, Nadeem, we never had even proper lights to start off the Ramadan cricket. You know, we had fixed poles here and there with the metal halide bulbs, which used to be a bit painful though for the batters while batting. That was the beginning of the night cricket, you know, at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. And then, you know, we had a lot of international teams and clubs also coming and playing here in those days, like Surrey came here and Somerset came here and played. And the competition was quite, you know, very strong. The teams, in those days, we had even the Emirates Airlines, which was formed in early 90s, had some excellent cricketers. Even Khurram Khan was one of the players of the Emirates Airlines team, along with Kashif Khan. Arshad Ali was a brilliant cricketer then for Emirates Airlines. I think hats off to Mr. Maurice Flanagan, the CEO of Emirates Airlines then, who made sure that, you know, his staff and members of the staff were given an opportunity to play cricket. And then we had some good managers there. Mr. Leroy Lindsay was one of them. And now Mr. Shoaib Muljiani takes charge. So that's a brilliant 100 by Sagar Kalan. He goes on to 101. And what an inning he has played.
What a knock indeed. Sagar Kalan has scored 101 and seems like he is walking back after blasting that 100. What a knock he has played, the youngster. A lovely player, a treat to watch.
So good to see these youngsters coming through, and then, you know, and again, it's nice to see teams like Fly Emirates, after a lull of 3-4 years because of COVID and all, they are back again to participate in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. And it's always a pleasure to have teams like Fly Emirates being associated with our Sharjah cricket.
And they just won a thriller before this match by 2 runs, and they were so jubilant. And their manager, Mr. Shoaib, was also here, and he, my co-commentator Samir Yunus had a chat with him, and he was over the moon, and he was very excited to be back on the field in Sharjah cricket.
Well, Shoaib has been a cricketer as well as a very strong supporter of the Fly Emirates team. He's always been managing the team well, and it's not from now, but he's been involved with the Fly Emirates team for many years, and he used to be assisting Mr. Leroy Lindsay, who was one of the senior managers of Fly Emirates. And then Mr. Maurice Flanagan, he used to really take interest in this team, and he took them around the world. He took them to UK for several years to participate in leagues there and in in matches there as Fly Emirates. And I think we welcome Fly Emirates heartily, and we look forward to their continued involvement with cricket in UAE.
Yeah, definitely. And also this is 35th Ramadan League on a trot here. And that is the incredible journey of Sharjah cricket and all the officials behind, including you, sir, and including indeed the whole family of Mr. Bukhatar and his son Khal Bukhatar recently taken over the responsibilities. What you are going to say about this incredible journey?
Well, I think without the support of such people, you know, such magnanimous people, I would say, like Mr. Abdurrahman Bukhatar, who had a vision to make sure that cricket comes to the UAE, and that is what he has done. And today we are proudly able to see the growth of cricket from nowhere in the early 70s to now. And he, as former president of Emirates Cricket Board, he has done wonderfully well to ensure that cricket is developed with the academies, with so many other facilities which he has been involved with. And that's how today we stand proudly that, you know, cricket has become an international hub for the for cricket in UAE.
Yeah, yes, indeed. And recently, their own franchise league, ILT, second time successfully conducted. And a really big thank to all these organizers, to all these big names behind who provided the opportunity to these youngsters. Mostly they are expat, they are coming all the way from India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, and they play their cricket here. And a really big thank to them. It's not only a way of earning for them, it's also to let them express their skills, abilities at a highest level.
Yes, I think it's a good growth for them. In fact, we have some youngsters who have developed into very good cricketers like Ayan Khan and his group of boys. And good to see such youngsters getting into the international stature. And more cricket they play, I'm sure they will develop further to be able to participate in not only for the UAE but other international leagues as well.
Yeah, definitely. And it's a great opportunity really for the youngsters. And Sharjah being the iconic, the historical stadium and home of cricket here in UAE, not only in UAE, in fact, for the whole Arabia. This is where the cricket started here in Arabian lands. And we'll also like to know about the sponsors who are always playing the role of a fuel. And here, meanwhile, this is hit in the air and a very good catch taken in the deep. Well, Hamdan Taher finally will have to walk back after scoring 75 on 46. Coming back to the sponsorships, sir, Royal Phoenix Clinic. They are the title sponsor over here. And also we got 7 districts and we got Tamil Al Madina Real Estate and indeed the Sharjah Cricket.
Well, the gentleman behind all this is Mr. Adil. I think he's the man behind cricket. He was one of our academy boys when he started cricket here, and then he has grown into his company into a well-known company. He was also is part of the Future Mattress, which he owns, and his contribution is very well recognized here in Sharjah because he has gotten very good cricketers to play for his club, who finally migrated to be part of the UAE cricket team. Like, so many youngsters who went on to play for UAE were part of his team. And his passion is, so great that, for cricket, he can extend anything to help support these cricketers as well as, to have support through the sponsorship also. And it's always good that, he and his team officials have really contributed for the development of cricket here. And I'm sure such sponsorships will go a long way to promote and develop cricket in Sharjah.
Yeah, definitely. Really big thank to Mr. Adil Mirza, and indeed we wish all the best to his new venture, Royal Phoenix Clinic. And we wish they will be successful in their new venture business. They definitely were in the market with the name of Future Mattress, and that's still there. And incredible to see such sponsors coming up and sporting cricket at the highest level of facility in Sharjah Cricket Stadium. And also we got 7 districts in Tamar Al Madina Real Estate.
Well, it's good to see 7 districts, again a new team which has come up, and they are doing very well in domestic cricket. Mind you, we just missed out Wasim playing his first ball for a 6, which was brilliantly hit. And here he is again, and this one has been lofted straight to the fielder there, but a drop chance, and then the ball crosses the boundary. Another 4. So Wasim wants to just, this being the last over, he wants to accelerate as many runs as possible.
Well, he has provided opportunity to his teammates, and let me tell all the youngsters that he is the captain of UAE, and recently in the ILT he really shined. In fact, if I say outsmart some of the international players, he scored 185 with an average of 65, and he was the most successful local boy playing for this current ILT.
This one again brilliantly hit into the stands, into the grandstand. That's what it is. So Wasim is on fire. He's got 3 balls and he's batting on 16 now.
And we have been talking about the facilities, and this boy Wasim is one of the product You know, he has played numerous amount of cricket here in Sharjah, and that's where these kind of players are getting produced and they are shining, and really a proud moment for the nation, UAE. Look at that. Hitting 6 for Wasim is not an issue.
He's so graceful in his picking up the deliveries, and this one misses the line. Wanted to just heave it away. Just a couple of balls left now as Pacific moves on to 228 for 2. And we would also like to thank Tamir Al Madina Real Estate, who has been our associate sponsor. And so also 7 districts. 7 districts, mind you, they've got a very good side. They're playing good cricket. This is again over the head of the fielder on the long on boundary for another 6 by Wasim. Moves on to 22 as this one just short. He just makes sure that, you know, it's right over the long off fence for a 6. And so we appreciate the support of these sponsors, and we welcome the teams which are getting back into the play, like, you know, the Consolidated Shipping Company, another CSS, who were part of our Sharjah Council, you know, one of the top teams then, who used to play domestic cricket way back in early 2020s. So it's good to see them back also. And then Pacific, this is another good side we have. And so many other new teams are coming up. And I think that there is a will to promote by the sponsors to come forward and support cricket. And it's good to see some new talent coming through. And that is at the end of 20 overs, Pacific are 236 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Well, we got a very informative inside-out information from one and only Mr. Mazhar Khan, who is indeed the body and soul here in Sharjah Cricket Stadium. He is the general manager, and he has seen many phases the way the stadium was grown up and providing this Ramadan League. This is the betting card for you. Jiju earlier scored good 32 on 17 balls, but it's Hamdan Tahir put up good show of 75 on 47. But the man who shined really in this game is Sagar Kalan. He got retired hard, but after knocking that brilliant 101 in just 50 balls, incredible. In came Wasim with a cameo, as he does always, 24 on just 6 balls. Whereas Rahul Chopra was just standing on the other end while was seeing the brutal hitting coming out from Wasim. 4 extras conceded. That is very disciplined from Arqam CC, but they really have given away 236 after grabbing 2 wickets in the 20 overs. And that is something really a huge task going to be achieved by them if they are managed to do so.
For the bowling analysis, Tayyab has been given away a lot of runs, 4 for 57. Hassan, 3 for 37. Hussain has picked up 1 for 33. Naqvi, 1 for 18. Ali has picked up, given 14 runs of just 1 over. Tamim given away 40 of 4. Jagraj, 1 over 20 runs, and Karan, 1 over 16 runs. So in all, 236 Pacific Sports Club for 2, and they would be chasing 237 to win the game. So let's see what happens after the break.
Well, 237 is the target for Arqam CC, which they need to achieve in their allotted 20 overs. We will take a short break and we will join you very soon with a lot of very informative and very interesting discussions coming up to you. Stay tuned with us. So total 16 teams are participating in it. Okay, so thank you very much, sir. Very informative.
Chalo, Chao, you got that thing correct.
मालूम नहीं इंटरव्यू करेंगे
बुला लो ना उनको. वसीम भाई. Big performance from Pacific Star Sports Group here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. They were expected to go big and they did well with all the big names that they have in their lineup. And one of those big names is sitting here right next to me, the skipper of the UAE national team and a very famous personality now in the cricketing circles around the world. Muhammad Wasim joins me. How are you? Must be feeling very homely here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. How's the feeling coming back here?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm feeling very good to be back in home, like a home, Sharjah Stadium. So, very happy to be back.
How is the build-up to this been? I know you've been very busy, obviously, with the UAE side, and then you were quite busy with the T20 team. I just want to ask you about the experiences you've gained from those tournaments that you were part of. I know UAE cricket the tournaments didn't really go the way you would have wanted it to, but the experience from T20, that camp with Mumbai Indians, take us through the experiences you've been and how much you've learned from them.
Yeah, I learned so many things from them. I played so many franchise, you know that. So, the way I think my boys are playing UAE cricket is going. I'm trying to apply that things I learned from them to my cricket. So, inshallah, in the upcoming games, everything will be good.
You've seen quite a few tournaments taking place here in Sharjah and also in Dubai. Is there some things that you'd like to see improve as far as domestic cricket in UAE is concerned? Things that you've seen that happen better at an international level that you'd like to see happen here also in UAE?
The main thing is fielding. I can say that even in our international team, we are doing so many efforts and so very hard working for the fielding and fitness. So I think the main thing is fielding and fitness.
Let's come back to the stadium here, Sharjah Cricket Stadium, always iconic, has a lot of history. I know you began your cricketing career here. There's been a lot of changes here in terms of the outfield, the pitch itself and the stands. How have you found the new face of Sharjah Cricket Stadium? You must be very happy the way this has progressed, the stadium.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be back here. I came back after a long time, I think after 1.5 years. So I saw so many changes here, but I think we have to improve our grassroots cricket now, and the way teams are playing here, and the way they are organizing the tournament. I'm giving the credit always to the management. To be honest, I'm very happy to be back. I have no words.
Very quickly, your last and final message to all UAE fans and your fans as well.
For the fans, I have only one message. The way they are supporting us, keep supporting us, and inshallah, we'll make happy them in the upcoming games.
Well, I'm sure you will, Muhammad Wasim. Thank you so much for entertaining us and leading the UAE side. We hope that you find more and more success in the future.
Thank you so much.
Muhammad Wasim, the UAE skipper, playing here for Pacific Star Sports at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium in the 35th Ramadan League 2024.
Well, good evening and welcome to all of you. We are live and exclusive from Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. Well, it's Royal Phoenix Clinic presenting 35th Sharjah Ramadan T20 League 2024 powered by FanCode. Well, what a game we are having over here. It is Arqam Cricket Club taking on Pacific Star Sports. Pacific Star Sports, they have batted first and they really have put up a mammoth target for Arqam CC to chase. It is going to be 237 which they need to chase in their allotted 20 overs. And to talk more, I have got a very senior and the person who can be called as an encyclopedia here in UAE domestic circuit, Mr. Mazhar Khan with us. Thank you very much, sir, having you in the com box.
Thank you, Nadeem. It's always a pleasure to be here. So it's going to be Arqam CC who will be going down, chasing a mammoth score of 237. And let's see, I think Pacific Sports, Star Sports are one of the top teams, and today with so many first-class players from UAE are participating in it. So they need to restrict Arqam CC, while Pacific Sports Club has scored 236, and it'll be an interesting match to see how they cope up to, how they will chase these runs.
Well, also we had Samir Yunus talking to Muhammad Wasim, the captain of UAE national side, and he is also playing for Pacific Star Sports, sharing his experience recently. And he is one of the product of Sharjah cricket and indeed the UAE domestic circuit, and he has done brilliant in recent ILT 2024 as well. He was the second highest run getter, and he was definitely the top player produced by UAE and represented in ILT 2024.
Yes, Nadeem, you feel so proud when your domestic boys, local boys are doing well in international leagues. And Wasim is one character who has extremely done well. And what a T20 he had this season. Excellent innings he played. And then, he's now recognized as one of the top batsmen around.
Here we go, the first ball, Arqam CC inning, and it's been driven straight. And mid-on does well. Well, run on the board on the very first ball. It's Waqas who has got off the mark.
Nicely driven, straight past the bowler. There was a mid-on covering that. Just a single to start off with. And it'll be interesting to see how these Arqam CC perform against a formidable side like Pacific.
A good delivery, just swinging away, enticing the batter to go for that off drive. Waqas Ali and Yahya are opening the inning for Arqam CC, whereas Sanchit Sharma is bowling his first over.
Yahya is the right-hand batsman, so he'll be facing Sanchit from the football stadium end. Good delivery, just right on line, and Yahya gives all the respect for the delivery, just plods it on the wicket, no run. Sanchit is a right-arm medium fast. He has represented UAE, and he's still part of the UAE team. So good to see these young cricketers, evolving around the UAE team.
And it's always an honor for the other youngsters playing against them. Oh, what a beauty. Peach of a delivery, a perfect length and line to bowl an outswinger.
He's not bowling fast, but he's keeping it right on the spot. Just a shade movement after pitching, moved away. And that's a good delivery taken by the keeper, a dot ball.
Well, it's a great opportunity for other youngsters to play against these top players representing the country. And they always feel really proud that I have played with so-and-so international star. And it also opening a lot of exposure for them, and they are getting a lot of experience as well.
Yes, I agree, Nadeem. And this is what is all cricket development is all about. I think, the more they play, the more they develop. And then this is what, it's a good opportunity for these players because, if you go around the world, you may not find that many matches being provided to these these cricketers of ours, where the other countries have issues with their, the weather, the season, and so on. This one off the back foot plays it through the covers. Beautiful shot played by Ali, and that's a boundary.
Oh, what a shot. It was a little wide and short, and Waqas Ali jumping onto it. A beautiful cut shot into the gap towards the cover region. And he finishes the over with a boundary. 6 on the board for the loss of none after first over. Well, it's 6 for none after first over. Well, it's 6 for none after first over as Ahmed will be sharing the new ball alongside Sanchit Sharma. Muhammad Ahmed, left arm medium fast bowler, and will be up against Ali.
It's driven straight through the covers. Was it fielded? Now, lovely fielding at point. Brilliantly driven by Yahya. Just over pitched, and he tried to pierce it through the covers, but very well fielded in the point region.
Well, a lot of international stars recently, they have visited UAE, and they always visit since the 70s and 80s, and they are over the moon, and they'll take a pride in playing here in UAE. Oh, look at that, the bounce and carry. Out of nowhere, Ahmed has produced a beauty, and they always feel proud. All the international stars, they come and even play some of the UAE domestic cricket as well. And the reason why is that here the cricket is always being facilitated with the highest standard. And recently Sharjah Cricket Stadium has gone through some renovation.
Yes, Nadeem, we did, it was high time that after nearly 20 odd years, we changed our or maybe 20. This one takes the outer edge, very well fielded in the third man region, just restricts for a single. So we thought of changing our lights. Mr. Bukhater and his family, they were very keen to have the new LED lights done up, and that's what we are now. I think it's a beautiful lit stadium with 2,600 lux, so which is as good as anywhere in the world. And then, this lights are very well received by all the players who had played recently by Ireland. Afghanistan were hosting Ireland. And then we had the Celebrity Cricket League as well as the T20. So it was good to have, these lights in place at the right time to ensure that, the best of facilities are provided at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
Well, that is the vision, and that is really the intents. That is in fact the overall story of United Arab Emirates. Whatever they do, they set the standards high, and thanks to the leadership of the United Arab Emirates and also the likes of the administration like Mr. Bukhater, Sharjah Cricket, and indeed the person sitting next to me, Mr. Mazhar Khan, the GM of this Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Nadeem. I think it's always a pleasure to this one is cut through the backward point region, a single again, very well fielded. So Arqam CC now are 8 for no loss, and Ahmed is bowling at a brisk pace, left arm fast bowler, bowling good line and length. And he has beaten the batsman once. So let's see how he again comes in and bowls his last delivery.
He is another new young fast bowler into the UAE domestic circuit, another new name. And this is what UAE actually entice. They provide best of the facilities, and look at the bumper. What a beautiful bumper it is.
There's an appeal for caught behind. But the umpires has no interest to, respond to it.
Well, Akbar Ali is one of the senior umpire. In fact, he is definitely an ICC umpire, and he will remain spot on with his decision. But what a bumper it was. Look at that. I think it clipped just the shirt on the shoulder, which has created doubt in the mind of the wicketkeeper.
Beautiful delivery, worth seeing as many times as possible. Lovely, good bounce, just goes over the bat. An appeal by the keeper, but it goes off his shirt.
Coming back to this 35 Sharjah Ramadan League, I mean, it is, I suppose, started way back in 80s, and this is an incredible story, isn't it?
Well, we started way back in 1989, Nadeem, when we had no lights here. When we started this Ramadan trophy, we placed some, temporary floodlights around with LED lights, and not knowing what capacity it should be, and then those lights used to literally reflect on your eyes. And that's how we started. And mind you, in those days, it was not a 20-over game. It was 35-over game, which we started off with. So all the Ramadan initial tournaments, and in those days, we had invited Surrey also from UK, and the Pakistan clubs used to come and play here, with their full sides. And that's how, cricket evolved around.
Incredible. And really a worth listening discussion going on over here, that 1989 we started Ramadan League, and with no proper floodlights on, but what passions those players used to have, and what passions the administration used to have, that 35 over game were getting played in that kind of lights.
Well, this is what it is. This is what the best thing that could evolve around Sharjah and the UAE. Because in those days, the quality of players were just brilliant, because they had just come down from, as expats from Asian countries, and they had joined some organizations and clubs here to play cricket. And the quality of cricket, believe me, Nadeem, in those days was just over par than what we see today.
Yeah, definitely. We always talk about that. The pitches, the surfaces don't used to be that flat enough the way we have right now, and coming in those brilliant helmets. And look at that. We talked about helmet, and it was a bumper, and look at that. Onto the front foot. What a pull shot played by Ali for a 4.
Lovely shot. Just he picked it up very well. He knew that this was a short ball, and he just swiveled around and then made sure there was nothing to worry in the mid-wicket area. A lovely shot. So Bakas is on the roll. He's batting on 10 now after 7 deliveries, as Sanchit again gets ready from the far end.
But the last shot really brings me to some questions which I will be asking to you. It was a very good bumper onto the body. In fact, exactly it was targeting the head of the batter, and he played a pull shot on the front foot. Back in those days, there were no helmets, and even if they were very less. And that too, especially the likes of Wave Richard and all, they don't really used to wear helmets.
I agree with you. This is what, there was no helmets, there were no arm guards. This was just, they used to go out with a floppy and just bat there. This one driven over the head of the mid-on fielder into the fence for a boundary.
Well, good aggression by Ali especially. It did not come from the middle of the bat. I think it just had enough power. It came from the bottom of the bat, but he's really got a good wood, I suppose, good willow.
He knew what was doing, Nadeem. He knew that he had to play over the head of long on, and he did exceedingly well. I thought he managed to connect it, though not cleanly, but then again went over the mid-on fielder's head.
Well, good smart cricket, hitting a boundary and then taking a single, keeping the strike early. It's a very good batting. It's 17 for none after 3 overs. Stay tuned as we have got a lot more informative and incredible stories about Sharjah cricket here. A lot of batters out there here for Arqam CC. Jafar Naqvi, Ali Naqvi, Tamim, Karan, Hussain, Jagraj, they all can bat, and it just needs their application in this game. Well, we have got Muhammad Ahmed, and this kid has got some serious pace. He is tall, a proper left-arm fast bowler, where all the other bowlers are struggling to get the pace on this, and he is every now and then producing some beauty. Defensively played. Well, coming back to this historical journey, an incredible journey, I must say. How did the sponsors play their role? We know that in this recent tournament, it's Royal Phoenix Clinic. Thanks to Mr. Adil Mirza, he's doing a fantastic job. And alongside him, we have got sports sponsor like Tamer Al Madina Real Estate and 7 districts as well. So, would you let us know that the incredible journey of Sharjah cricket supported by the sponsors?
Well, in those days too, Nadeem, we had sponsors always supporting cricket. There used to be National Panasonic, for instance, the Al Futtaim's National Panasonic. They used to support the Bukhatir League, and then this recently team which has started participating again, the Consolidated Shipping Company. They were also part of the Bukhatir League sponsors, and then we had the banks, we had the other institutions who came out very strongly to support Sharjah cricket. And right now, it's a good turnover now that, there was a lull during the COVID because of that's a drop catch straight into the hands and comes out of it. Waqas Ali is lucky. So Ahmed is unlucky. Just a drop catch.
But he has really impressed us a lot. He is bowling with some pace and he is pitching it in the right areas as well. Well, we have got 16 teams playing in this 35th Sharjah Ramadan T20 League 2024, powered by Fan Code and presented by Royal Phoenix Clinic. And good to see all those teams participating in it. Meanwhile, oh, what a brilliant delivery, and he has been judged as caught behind. Look at that, short delivery, whistling past the batter, and I think it took a glove.
Well, that's a brilliant bowling by Ahmed. He was unlucky, he was dropped a couple of balls earlier, and now Waqas Ali departs for 15, just played 13 deliveries, caught Hamdan ball Ahmed for 15. The first wicket falls for Arqam CC, and now we need to see how the next batter comes in and performs.
Well, Ali has played well, but got dismissed thanks to the beauty produced by Ahmed. It's 18 for 1 after 3.3 overs. And we have been talking about the interest that all the team takes in participating in the tournaments which are being conducted by Sharjah Cricket here in iconic stadium. So in this current tournament, there are 16 teams participating. Z Game Strikers, Royal Phoenix Clinic, that is the team of the sponsor himself, Mr. Adil Mirza, is very fond of cricket. He is a cricketer himself, and you have been mentioning about that he himself played in Sharjah Cricket Academy.
That's right. He was part of our academy, and he has grown up here as a youngster. And then he started with Future Mattress, and before that, he had so many other companies who was supporting cricket, and his interest was so much that he gave jobs to good cricketers, and who went on to graduated to play for the UAE. I think his contribution is very well appreciated by Sharjah cricket. And then now again he's back into sponsorship, and I'm sure we would like to wish his new company, the Phoenix
Royal Phoenix
Royal
indeed.
Phoenix Clinic, our best wishes. And this one just outside the Austin. Ahmed is bowling well.
Well,
Just his
Ali Naqvi replacing Waqas Ali, and he will be facing the music. Well, Ahmed is literally making the ball talk here. And also we have got UAE Kings 11 and Muhammad Warriors, 7 districts, Pacific Star Sports, which are playing right now. AZ Sports, Arqam CC, Ali Firma, the Vision Shipping, Fly Emirates, Khandan 11, well, Prem High Transport, Karwan Cricket Club, CSS Group, and 7 districts juniors as well.
It's good to see 7 districts. Mind you, have got 2 teams. That shows the interest they have generated amongst the youth, as well as they play with a youth side as well, and a senior team. So they have done well in the last couple of years. And they are also into some sponsorship with us, which they are most welcome to, be on board. And good to see Fly Emirates back into action. They had there was a lull in their operations for some time due to COVID and all, and now that they are again participating in our league, which they are most welcome to. And mind you, a special mention, I should say, that Sir Maurice Flanagan was instrumental in, he was the first CEO of Fly Emirates, and he was instrumental in bringing the Emirates Airlines team, here to the stadium. And we had Mr. Leroy Lindsay, their manager, at one time, and now Shoaib is taking care of the current team. Shoaib himself a good cricketer at one time, and now he's heading a senior position with Fly Emirates, and trying to give an opportunity to these youngsters coming into the Fly Emirates team.
Really incredible story behind all the way cricket, what we are seeing today, has progressed, and Fly Emirates were over the moon. They have won a thriller just by 2 runs in the previous game against Khandan 11.
It's good to start off with a win. They're just coming back after quite some time, and to be on a winning spree. Mind you, Fly Emirates had those wonderful cricketers like Khurram Khan, Kashif Khan, Arshad Ali, Amjad Javed, and so many to name. They were brilliant cricketers, and they also went on to play for the UAE. So Emirates Airlines' contribution to cricket also should be, written down for their promotion of the game, and for supporting young cricketers coming in as their staff, not only allowing them to grow in their professional life, but also giving them an opportunity to play cricket.
Well, these are all very valuable information, and Mr. Mazhar Khan, who have been serving Sharjah cricket since 70s, well, what an incredible journey. Even he has got the man behind the success, indeed, alongside the other administrator. Thank you very much, sir.
It's a pleasure. Ayan Khan is back, the UAE left arm youngster, and that one is very close, and that's out. Right on the spot, and he played across.
Well, Ali Naqvi paid the price of playing across the line. He was really struggling against Ayan, who has really, look at that. It was an arm ball, and it was really plumb in front of the stumps, and Akbar is a very senior umpire. As Judge Ali Naqvi leg before on the bowling of Ayan. He has managed to score 2 on 5, LBW by Ayan. It's 26 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Mind you, Nadeem, Ayan has been a very intelligent bowler, right through this last couple of years. I think he has done extremely well for UAE, always amongst the wickets or getting runs wherever he's sent up for batting. He's a good find, and he's also one of our Sharjah Cricket Academy boys who has grown up here and developed his cricket. I think full marks to the academy here in Sharjah, who have seriously given a lot of time to these youngsters to develop and grow. And I'm sure quite a few are on the benches, as well as the juniors, the under 12, under 16 teams are also doing well.
Oh, well, it is played back, hit back, in fact, and a single will get added to the score. So Pacific Star Sports are definitely on top of this game. They got 2 wickets within 4.5 overs, and it's only 27 on the board.
That one whizzed past his hand. This could have been a brilliant catch had he taken it. This one off the back foot plays into the point region, picked up by Ahmed, and 27 for 2, Arqam CC. This one is up in the air, but safely takes the thick outer edge and goes past the third man region for a boundary. There's no fielder there to stop it. So Ayan completes his first over, given away just 7 runs and picked up a wicket. Arqam CC are 31 for 2.
Well, it's 31 for 2 after 5 overs. Yahya playing on 5, Tayyab playing on 1, but it's Ahmed who has impressed us a lot. Just given 3 runs, taken a wicket. Unfortunately, a catch was dropped in his 2 overs, but look at that, the rise.
Brilliant one. I'm admiring this bowler. Good line and length, and he's not letting the batters take any advantage of him. He's just making sure that it goes past the outside edges. And good to see a youngster like him bending his arm and just ensuring the keeper gathers the ball right on his head.
Well, he has been brilliant so far.
That's played into the third man region for a single. 205 runs required from just 88 deliveries. It's a big target, uphill task for Arqam CC. And Yahya is the batter there, is batting on 5 of 11 deliveries, while Tayyab is on 2 of 3. The target is 237.
Well, Ahmed streaming in. Slow one at this time. Just flick, but just a fine edge. The wicket keeper collects it neatly. 205 required in 87 balls with the required run rate of 14.1 per over. It is getting tough to tougher for the batting side.
I think Pacific Sports has got a wonderful bowling attack. No doubt they have good batsmen too, but then they definitely are looking a good batting and bowling side. Especially Ahmed is bending his back well, and this one again cut brilliantly. Excellent shot, just a bit short, and Yahya cuts it through the point region, No chance for the fielder to move. What a lovely shot it is.
Well, the quicker it comes, the quicker it goes. Look at that. It hit the fence like a tracer bullet.
Brilliant shot by Yahya as Arqam CC moves on to 36 for 2. This is the first time Ahmed has been treated with disdain. And let's see what he does now.
Well, Ahmed has impressed us a lot with his pace and bounce that he is generating out of this track. That is incredible.
Off the back foot, just nudges it in front. No run. It's a huge target they are chasing. Another 201 runs required of just 85 deliveries.
Well, we have been talking about the incredible journey of Sharjah cricket. This is 35th Sharjah Ramadan League on the trot. And I think only 1 year where it was a break happened. I think it was COVID 2020.
Yes, Nadeem, I agree with you. But that we managed to, cover it up by continuing two events in a year. This one, short pitch delivery, a wide cold.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Mazhar Khan, having you in the com box, and you always provide us very valuable and historical information, talking about all that journey, which has started way back in 70s, and this Ramadan League started in 89, where you have just mentioned that you were not having even the proper floodlights, and the game used to be played with 35 overs per inning. That is an incredible journey, and thank you very much, sir.
Well, Nadeem, thank you very much, and to all my friends here in the com box. Wonderful to talk to you. This one is bowled. Ahmed picks up another wicket, takes the inside edge, tries to hoik it away on the offside, but takes an inner edge. So he goes Tayyab just for two rather.
Well, it was pace-off delivery, and Ahmed gets another wicket. He is definitely making the ball talk here. Yahya will have to walk back. Score 9 and 15, bowled by Ahmed. Well, it's 37 for 3 after the end of power play. There will be 2 newcomers. In fact, our dear friends Adnan Arif and Samir Yunus will be joining you in the com box, bringing in the flavor from Sri Lanka and India. Thank you very much. Stay tuned.
The com box. 6 overs done, power play done. 37 for 3 is all Arqam could manage. And now it's spin time. We saw earlier Ayan Afzal introduced from the same end, and now it's going to be Maroof.
Yeah, a bit of wrist spin now. It's not been easy for Arqam CC. They've been under the pump, whether with ball in hand or with the bat in hand. Hassan Nasir is the new batter out there. They've been all over them. Pacific Sports, Star Sports. Oh, that's a short one. Failed to get anything out of it. In fact, they're claiming a catch because Jiju believes it's come off his foot. The umpire says, no, I won't take that.
Just an animated appeal, in my opinion. I think it has bounced. Oh no, this was close. This could have been referred upstairs. Not really able to convince the umpire. Look at that, a very close shout once again. And the impact outside the off stump. Probably that is the only thing which umpire is also suggesting that has saved him here.
Yeah, that's really enjoying themselves. Pacific Sports. They know they're in a very dominant position here. This game pretty much done and dusted in their favor. That equation for Arqam looking very much out of hand. Well, this was the other one that supposed to come back in, but he got the line wrong there. Will be a wide from the young Maroof.
Yeah, the previous one was very well targeted. That was a googly as well. The LBW appeal turned down by the umpire.
This is Hoyt over extra cover, and that'll go into the fence. So Hassan Nasir opens his account with a nice boundary.
That was a gift in the slot. He had to put that away, and he's done that in style. Look at it. Such a good shot to execute. Though he was pretty far away in terms of that foot movement, but hand-eye coordination perfect on that occasion. Couple of bounces and into that long boundary fence.
One more ball left in this over from Maroof. The young talent being unleashed here. Oh, that came back in again. He's certainly got the ability to bowl that googly. If he can just find some control, he'll be quite a decent asset for his team. 6 off it, 43 for 3 after 7. This has been the bowling so far from Pacific. Sanchit at the top, 14 runs given away by him. Ahmed has been brilliant, the left armour, the tall left armour, 2 for 9 for him. He's got good pace, carry. Ayan Afzal Khan, the UAE left arm spinner, he's now on action. Starts off with one outside off. It'll be cut away for a single. Very difficult for Arqam from here on to decide how they want to go about this. Do they give up and then try and bat the 20 overs, get some time in the middle, or do they try and go after the bowling and make a game out of this?
It's only going to get difficult because they've got quite a few bowlers up their sleeves. Zubair still to come on to the scenes, and at the moment it's Ayan Afzal. He's a very smart operator, already picked up 1 wicket. He'll be looking to pick up few more. Look at that, taking the pace off. He mixes up the pace pretty beautifully. Would be a difficult customer to handle with the ball.
Especially on this pitch. We've seen it being slowish, sluggish. He knows exactly the kind of length to bowl on pitches like this. Oh, look at that. That got high on him as well. The angle he creates, a very high arm action, Ayan Afzal Khan. Very difficult for batters to get him away, and he's rushing through his over. This has been lofted. It's in the gap. In fact, no, it's straight to the fielder, and I think he's taken a brilliant catch there. Ahmed is not just a super fast bowler. He seems to be a very athletic fielder as well.
Well, that big reach helping him on that occasion. Look at that. Didn't really connect it. And look at that big, look at those big hands coming down in time and to hold on to a pretty decent catch. And that one from Muhammad Ahmed. Right, that will be wicket number 4 in the form of Tayyab Bilal, who's gone out after scoring 4 of 8 deliveries, 45 for 4.
Two wickets for Ayan Afzal Khan. He's riding high, isn't he? He's going through a good patch in his career, the youngster. He's continuing the good work that he's done in the last few months for himself. New man in is Karan Menon, and he's beaten first ball that he's faced. 2 for 8 in his 2 overs. Arqam are sliding downwards, 45 for 4.
starts off with that good length channel. Batter wanted to go across the line, not the right ploy to be going, especially on this surface. There's enough in the surface for the spinners.
Oh, that came back in sharply. He was looking to cut that away, Karan Menon. And I love how Pacific keep producing these young, talented cricketers. We saw Ahmed with the fast bowling earlier on. Tall lad. And now this youngster, Maroof. Such a good service they're doing to UAE domestic cricket by producing these cricketers, giving them the platform to perform and express themselves. And imagine at the age of 18, 19, you come and play at a venue like this. What more can you ask for as a young, budding cricketer?
Well, hats off to the sides as well who picks up these youngsters, give them that confidence going. Oh, loopy delivery, inviting the batter to go for a big one. Just not able to get underneath it.
Yeah, I think the idea now for Arqam will be to try and bat the 20 overs, get some time in the middle. It's a long tournament. We're still early days in it, so they'll want to try and get some game time, get some runs under their belt. Lots of flight straight to the fielder. Karan looks organized. So far, so good. Yet to be tested, though.
And he's just got to pull his length back a bit, let the ball do something off the surface. Oh, came back in. This was a googly. You need to read him off the hands. Lucky escape there for Karan. Almost had him on that occasion. 9 overs done, 48 for 4.
Third over on the trot for Ayan Khan, and why not 2 for 8? Tonight's figures. Is slowly going on to establish himself as one of the top left-arm spinners in UAE cricket at such a young age, Adnan, that he's become the main spinner for UAE, the national team as well.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what we were talking about off air as well. At this stage of his career, oh, look at that leading edge, could have fallen straight into the hands. And lucky for the batter, finds the no man's land again.
I'm glad you remember that. He led his under-19 team to the final of the Asia Cup, which in itself is a huge feat for a cricketing nation like UAE, up against some of the biggest teams like Sri Lanka, Pakistan, won against them both. The field has come up now. Oh, that's taken the outside edge. It's running away to the third man region. Bit of a chase there for Sanchit. Get a couple of runs. Ayan Afzal really mixing up his lengths here, inviting the batter to try and go big.
He's got a bright future ahead of him. He's got such great control with the ball at this age. Oh, what a delivery to clean him up. And look at that, the variations, the speed. He's got it all.
This is a masterclass on how you deceive a batter. Like you said, change of pace, pulling the length back, getting him to play on the front foot and then rattling that off stump. 3 wickets now for Ayan Afzal Khan. Karan Menon goes for 3, unable to really make an impact. And now Arqam have lost half their side with just 51 runs on the board. A long, long way away from that target of 237. Outwalks the skipper, Jafar Naqvi, in at number 7. He'll be facing Ayan Afzal Khan first up with the slip still in place. Attacking field here. Off the back foot, very, very dangerous against someone like Ayan Afzal Khan. Got to try and get on the front foot.
Well, he's just setting him up here. A couple of quick flat deliveries, then a loopy one. And with the mid-on up, he might fancy his chance to go. Almost created an opportunity there. Jafar gets off the mark with that streaky looking shot. And a single to end over number 10. A very successful one once again from Ayan. Halfway stage, 52 for 5 Arqam.
Two young spinners in operation for Pacific Group, Maroof and Ayan Afzal Khan. Oh, this has been hoiked towards the leg side. A big one here. Off the bat of Jafar Naqvi. The skipper has seen a lot happen. He's decided he's going to go out there and have some fun.
Well, absolutely. Especially from the first 3 balls that he's faced, the message is loud and clear from him. He's not going to die out there wandering. Takes the bowler on, and he knew exactly what Maroof is going to do with that first delivery. Bowls a googly, picks it up early, dispatches it off the side of everyone at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
He's smiling now, the youngster. But these are lessons, valuable experiences on how you bowl at different times of the game. Yeah, I saw the googly back of the hand. I knew exactly where he wanted to go, Jafar Naqvi. These are the moments where you take those heavy lessons of grit and determination, which areas to bowl on helpful conditions, when your team is in a strong position, what are the kind of plans you're supposed to have. I'm sure he'll learn from some of the best that he has in his team right now.
One of them is Zuhaib Zubair, is coming on to give some advice. Recently played for UAE in the T20s against Scotland. He's yet to come onto the scenes. But what a strike that was from Jafar Naqvi.
And he's also rubbing shoulders with someone like Muhammad Wasim, who's got so much experience. This one has taken the outside edge. Third man. Oh, one bounce. Ayan Afzal Khan looking to pick that up. Didn't really get it cleanly. Would be a couple of runs. I was just chatting to Wasim at that halfway stage. We had a quick interview with him, and he was saying all the lessons that he's learned playing in the ILT20 and some of the bigger leagues, he's trying to apply them into the UAE camp as well, because there are certain things that they need to do to try and uplift the standard of cricket of UAE. I think those experiences help a lot. This has gone high up in the air. Mid on, long on, long off, both approaching. But once again, who else but Mr. Noman benefits out of that?
Plenty of space covered by no man and no man, just being sarcastic here. Falling in that area once again. Good bowling from Maroof after conceding in 6 of the very first deliveries. Almost created a couple of chances of the next 2.
Yeah, he's not afraid to pitch it up, and that's encouraging to see from the youngster. And also offer that flight. Quite often you see when you get hit for a big shot, you want to try and dart it in the next ball as a spinner, but he's kept at that, offering that same amount of loop, and that's very encouraging to see.
Googly. I read it before the batter could. Single taken, nevertheless. No harm done.
62 for 5 now, going at less than runner ball here, Arqam CC. Well, they knew they were up against a very strong side. They've tried their best for sure, given the resources that they have. Lots of flight, driven nicely towards deep extra cover. And I'm sure even for this team, even for Arqam, it's certainly a lot to learn for the cricketers that have turned up for them. 11 done, it's 63 for 5. Ayan will bowl his last over now. And once again, lots of flight offered. And he's once again, Jafar Naqvi hammered him towards mid-wicket. This time, it won't go all the way. It'll be a 4.
Right off the middle of that one. And look at that. Very well executed there by Jafar. This is going too full on that occasion. But that should make him feel very good about it. He's just taken a UAE bowler down the ground for a boundary. Oh, I think it has hit Rahul on his chest. Just rubbing it off at the moment. But what a good delivery that was.
Yeah, a bit of bounce on that as well. Even though it was pitched up quite high. Even Jafar was surprised with that. He's not going to stick around. See ball, hit ball is what he's trying to do. So far, he's come good a couple of times.
Managing just the toe end of the bat on that would have gone on to rattle the stumps as well. Takes the pace off the fielder. Just wanted to bring some animation into it. They're going for the second one. Shahrukh Sheikh on that occasion, it was a pretty simple take. A dive was not required. Look at that.
Well, expect someone with the name of Shahrukh to create a bit of drama. Yeah, looking to dive forward. He could have slid forward instead of diving. Nevertheless, a chance goes begging. This is over covers. And this has gone far enough. Jafar Naqvi is not going to dive wandering. He's the skipper and he's showing his batters how they should have gone about business when they came out to bat.
Especially against Ayan. And he's taking the UAE's premier spinner on here. What a connection once again. Going with the spin. Initially moving away to the leg side. Creating that space to free up his arms. And how well has he executed that maximum. Ayan under a little bit of pressure.
Just spoiling his figures here in this over. Could have been much lesser his economy rate, but in this over he's gone for quite a few. Jafar Naqvi very quickly on to 23 of 11. May have been better off coming up the order. Might be just too late for his team. Nevertheless, he's provided some entertainment here for his teammates and of course us, who were thinking that it's going to be a one-sided game. Off the back foot, will pick up a single and keep the strike, Jafar Naqvi, as we approach the end of the 12th over. 76 for 5. First ball has been pushed towards point and Zubair has been introduced into the attack quite late. He's also a promising spinner for UAE. Oh, lots of turn there and bounce as well. Not easy for batters to come in and play shots straight away. They found out the hard way here. Zubair. There's a bit of wrist spin here for Pacific Group. Maroof has been given a break after his 3 overs. Flighted Looking to drive that Hassan. Misses it completely. This one was flatter and quicker from Zubair. Push towards the field that covers. They'll crossed away for a quick single. They'll manage to get it quite comfortably in the end. 77 for 5 now. 78 for 5 now. 159 runs away from the target. So they certainly are a long, long way away. But like we discussed earlier, the idea will be to try and bat the 20 overs. Spend some time in the middle. Oh, gone across and gone away outside the boundary line for a maximum. So Jafar Naqvi is continuing the domination here with the bat in hand. A good way to welcome Muhammad Wasim into the com box.
Well, what a hit. Shuffling across and very much a shot mimicking what Muhammad Rizwan does. He likes to play that kind of slog sweep. And Zubair, who is an international star, has been... Oh, look at that. Just when I mentioned he's an international star and he has undone Javed, in fact, Jafar Naqvi, who has played a blinder, but look at that.
Well, this is why this kid is so highly rated, isn't he? If you can bowl deliveries like that, even the best of batters will fall victim to it. And Jafar Naqvi, after a few big shots, 3 sixes and 1 4, he has to walk away having made 31 runs off 15 balls, and a brilliant wicket picked up there by the youngster Zubair. 6 wickets fall now for Arqam CC, 84 for 6. Change of ends for Maroof. 84 for 6 now. The new man in is Kamran, but it'll be Hassan on strike. Last over from Maroof. This has been hit high towards the offside. There is a fielder down there. Sagar Kalan, not too sure which way it was going to turn. And this was the wicket picked up by Zubair. A brilliant delivery, pitching on around leg stump line and hitting the bail on top of off stump.
Well, but I think he deceived him with that flight because it was quicker in the air and he played on the back foot, which was not the best of the option to play against the leg spinner. But it was that quicker delivery that really deceived him. Meanwhile, Maroof, yet to take a wicket, he has got an opportunity.
This has gone really high. Shahrukh is getting around. Will he take this one? Oh, it's pumped off his palms and gone over the fence. He covered a lot of ground and got close to it, but just couldn't hold on.
Well, just when I mentioned Maroof is wicketless, he has provided an opportunity to himself, but the fielder over there, he was never comfortable underneath that. And as Samir mentioned, it just rebounded from his palm and went over the rope.
The second drop catch from him, although both of them were quite tough. This time he lets it turn the traditional way, the leg spin. Maroof, he's bowled the googly also quite nicely. Unfortunately for him, hasn't really picked up a wicket yet. He's got 2 more balls to try and do it, but it's good to see young spinners in operation here for Pacific Star Sports. Ayan Afzal Khan, Maroof, and then Zubair in the previous over. This is high again, but this has gone the distance. No chance of trying to catch that one. Hassan will pick up a maximum.
Well, what a shot. This time he found it from the middle of the bat and got the elevation, got the distance. Let me tell you that he has hit that one to the longer part of the boundary here in Sharjah Cricket Stadium. And he has cleared it with an ease.
I almost went to that restaurant from where we get our chai, Nadeem bhai. Maruf has suddenly become very expensive here. 34 runs in his 4 overs. And he finishes off with a dot ball. Thought about a single, but will be denied. End of 14, it's 98 for 6. Zubair into his second over, starts off with a Yorker length delivery to Kamran, who's new at the crease. 1 for 8 in his first over. We'll be looking to pick up a couple more here at least, Zubair.
Playing on the back foot, just pushing it towards the offside for a single. Well, another good thing with Zubair that he is very energetic. He brings a lot of energy on the field, and he goes through his over very quickly, not allowing enough time to the batter to think.
This is high again, but hasn't gone far enough for the fielder. Sanchit there. It reminds me of a certain Shahid Afridi. When you talk about getting through the overs quickly, doesn't allow the batter to breathe.
He was super, he remains super excited. A very agile character, Afridi, whether he does bowling, whether he does batting, or whether he does fielding. Powerhouse of the talent, powerhouse of the energy, and swashbuckling, and very least trustable.
Ball him. That's the second wicket for Zubair. And this time it'll be Hassan, who took him on in the previous over. But in this over, he dropped it short, looked to pull it away, but it's gone straight on to rattle the stumps.
Well, it was really a quicker delivery, a flipper, and Hassan Nasser had no chance, played on the back foot, got beaten once again with that pace that Zubair is producing. Scored 23 and 22 balls, 101 for 7 after 14.5. They need 136 to win in 31 balls. It looks nearly impossible the way the game is getting played here.
Saqib Hussain, the new man in, left-arm fast bowler for his team. He's been asked to now come out and bat. 15th over in progress, last ball coming up. Driven away towards extra cover. Gets off the mark with a single, and Zubair ends another successful over. 2 for 12 now in his 2 overs. 102 for 7. With 5 overs left in this innings of Arqam CC. Sagar Kalan now with the ball in hand. He's made a brilliant century today for his team. He's trying to maybe pick up a wicket or two, improve his stats maybe, get some wickets under his name. Starts off around the wicket.
Well, what a player he is. A brilliant knock. 101 he has scored on just 50 balls, and he got retired hurt. Now just rolling his arm, testing his ability with the ball. And it is a good option, really. He has got a fielder placed in the deep, and will be enticing the batter to go after him.
Yeah, we've seen slow bowlers finding some purchase off the track here. It's a good move to bring him on, try and close things off here early on. He's waited for that for a long time and pulled it away towards mid-wicket. Shahrukh this time much safer with his hands. And when he retired, it was even more trouble for Arqam CC, because then came out Muhammad Wasim. Started tonking sixes to all parts. Another old-fashioned hoik towards the leg side. Maybe another single. Shahrukh has been kept busy over there.
Well, Wasim mean business. He's a six hitter. And I think he scored 22 on just 5 balls. It's edged away and the catch is taken. Sagar Kalan gets a wicket here.
Yeah, one of the safest hands at slip. Jiju Janardhanan doesn't miss too many. He's tempted him to try and go big with that slow, loopy delivery. And he's picked up the outside edge. The first wicket for Sagar Kalan and the 8th wicket falls for Arqam CC. All smiles, the men in blue and yellow. And why not? They've put in a dominant, comprehensive performance so far. Kamran, in fact it's Hussain, Saqib Hussain, who's done and dusted for the day. 3 of 5 for him. It's 106 for 8. Two wickets to go and 4 overs to go. In danger of getting bowled out now. Arqam CC Zubair into his 3rd over. Oh, this has chipped up. Oh, what a attempt there. He could have easily had a one-handed catch, but in the process of trying to do that, is just hurt himself, hitting the bat of the non-striker. He's holding his shin. Let's just hope he's all right. Yeah, he seems okay. This is high, down the ground, all the way for a maximum.
Well, a good hit coming up from Kamran. He hits a 6 against Zubair, but what Zubair is doing is enticing the batter to go after him. He doesn't mind if he has been hit for a few runs in order to do that. He's looking for wickets.
Yeah, quick check from the umpire on the ball to see if it's all right. Oh, that was quicker on the back foot. Never a good idea to play on the back foot on a pitch like this. There you go, once again rushing through his overs. He's taken the bails off. Oh no, he hasn't. Looking to go peak on the offside.
Just reminding Kamran, it's not that easy, not that sweet butter for him. Started bowling a little quicker.
Chipped over to the offside. This time they'll manage to get a single. Zubair seems to be in a real hurry to get through his overs. Wants to have an early pre-dawn meal for tomorrow's fast, I suppose.
That's always in the plans. You want to have proper sahur in order to ensure that you are comfortable in doing the fasting for almost 14 hours.
That's straight to the hands. Wicket number 3 for Zebi, as they like to call him. Zubair picks up his 3rd one.
Look at that. It was just chipped in the air and the fielder making no mistake. Another wicket belonged to Zubair. He gets his 3rd wicket. It's 113 for 9.
There's 3 overs left and 1 wicket to go for Arqam CC. They've only managed 113 runs, and that's the fall of wickets, regularly losing them. Sagar Kalan, who's also been among the wickets, will continue to bowl the 18th over. Looking to hoik that away once again, gets the bottom part of the bat. He'll take the single calm run, and Jagraj Singh, who has just come out to bat, will take strike now. He'll remain around the wicket. Sagar Kalan, every chance of getting all out here, Arqam CC. Oh, that's beaten the bat. It's going to be a big victory here for Pacific Sports Group. A dominant performance with bat and ball. Nicely behind that again. Just delaying the inevitable here. Jagraj Singh. This has gone up. Who's going to get under it? Jiju Janardhan from slip. He's run backwards. Just couldn't hold on to it. This should give us a clearer look. Yeah, that was easy. Sagar Kalan has been denied a wicket there. Well, how far has this gone? Muhammad Wasim will watch it sail over long on for a maximum again. So Kamran isn't done yet. He wants to try and get a few more runs under his belt. A full delivery outside off, and he's picked that up. Hammered it towards long on. We've seen some big sixes today, that's for sure, especially off the bats of Sagar Kalan and Muhammad Wasim earlier on. Lots of light again, and another similar looking shot towards the leg side. Will be another single. That'll be the end of the 18th over. Sagar Kalan is on 1 off 13, 1 for 13. It's 122 for 9. Zubair to bowl his last one. He's picked up 3 wickets. Oh, and he's beaten the bat again. Very close to that off stump. Could have easily touched it on its way. He could have had his 4th. He's bowled well, the youngster. Brought on very late into the innings, but he's chipped away at that lower middle order of Arqam CC. Once again, quicker through the air. Outside that off stump, calm run. Doesn't know too much about it. Just playing within the stumps, doesn't want to really come too forward or commit forward. I haven't seen him bowl the one that comes back in. Bowled him. There you go. Calm run, looking to shuffle across the stumps, looking to dance around the crease. Zubair kept it simple and straight, and in the process has rattled the stumps. And that'll be wicket number 4 for the youngster, and the last wicket to fall for Arqam CC. All out for 122 in the end. Won't bat their 20 overs inside the 19th over. And a massive victory margin for Pacific Star Sports, who put in a comprehensive, dominant performance here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. That's the batting card of Arqam CC. Everyone getting starts. 15 off 13 for Ali. Yahya 9 off 15. But after that, the rut started for them. The middle order not being able to contribute. All single-digit scores there, except for Hassan, Naqvi and Kamran, who managed to get 20-plus scores. And in the end, they were all out for 122. Lots of bold wickets there. That tells you that the bowling has been immaculate from Pacific Star Sports. It was a pace and bounce of the left arm Ahmed at the top. 2 for 9 in his 3 overs. A brilliant returns for him. Ayan Afzal Khan and Zubair combining to pick up 7 wickets. The left arm spinner and the wrist spinner Zubair. 25 for 3 for Ayan Afzal Khan, 4 for 19 for Zubair. Maruf bowled well but gave away too many in his last over, 34 in his 4 overs. And Sagar Kalan just bowling 2 overs, picking up 1 wicket. 11 extras in those 122 runs. But overall, a very good bowling effort from Pacific Star Sports, backing up what their batters did early on by posting 236 runs. A mammoth total was always going to be tough for Arqam CC to try and chase down. That's what's transpired then. Pacific Star Sports won the toss, batted first, put up a mammoth 236 for 2 off the back of a superb century from Sagar Kalan. 101 not out, he was retired. Hamdan at the top also contributing with a 75 of 47. Jiju 32 of 17. Naqvi picking up a wicket and Hussain picking up a wicket as well. In reply, Arqam Cricket Club never really got going. Were all out for 122 thanks to Zubair and Ayan picking up 7 wickets between them. And in the end, a massive, massive victory margin for them. 114 runs is the margin by which Pacific Star Sports have won this game, and they will be looking very, very comfortable on the table. Their run rate also taking a boost from this big, big victory margin. That is the result then. Pacific Star Sports winning quite comfortably. We'll take a quick breather and we'll be back shortly with the post-match presentation with Muhammad Nadeem.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. You are the owner of Pacific. Hello and welcome to the post-match presentation of the game number 12. Well, what an incredible game we had. It was played between Pacific Star Sports versus Arqam CC. Well, before I move on, let me thank the sponsor, first of all, the Sharjah Cricket and all the administration behind in providing the tournament of this high standard. And also we'd like to thank our sponsors, title sponsor, Royal Phoenix Clinic, powered by sponsor and official streaming partner, FanCode, event partner, TCM, associate sponsor, Tamir Al Madina Real Estate, and 7 Districts Juniors Aid Sports sponsor. Well, in the presentation party, I have got Mr. Muhammad Tahir. He is the owner of specific
Star Sports, and he will be giving away the prize to the player of the match, who is none other than Sagar Kalan, who has really blasted 101 and also taken a wicket. He will be receiving the award from Mr. Muhammad Tahir. Sagar, just few words. ज़बरदस्त इनिंग खेली आपने, 101 विकेट थोड़ी मुश्किल थी, कोई परेशानी तो नहीं हुई?
नहीं, स्टार्टिंग में थोड़ा मुश्किल लगा पर उसके बाद यूज्ड टू हो गया तो अच्छा था।
कैसा लग रहा है, आप T10 खेल रहे हैं और फिर T20 में स्विच करना आसान होता है, स्पेशली ट्रैक्स भी डिफरेंट हैं?
हाँ, थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है स्टार्टिंग में पर लेकिन थोड़ा खेल के यूज्ड टू होके विकेट को यूज़ करके तो थोड़ा इजी हो जाता है।
वेल, आपकी टीम वन ऑफ द फेवरेट है टूर्नामेंट के अंदर, तो क्या देख रहे हैं आगे टूर्नामेंट में, अपनी सक्सेस के बारे में क्या कहेंगे?
बिल्कुल, जो एक प्लेयर देखता है जीतने का और अच्छा परफॉर्म करने का, सिर्फ यही देख रहे हैं हम लोग।
Well, Sagar, you have a tremendous player and you have done well, and keep entertaining us in the future as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Well, that is Sagar Kalan. What a knock he has played. Yet another 100 coming up from his bat. And well, this is Nadeem signing off with this post-match presentation. Well, stay tuned with us as we have got some more exciting games coming up tomorrow. And you can always catch us for the live streaming on FanCode app and on Sharjah Cricket Facebook and YouTube pages. Thank you very much.